Yeah. Don Michael. The world smell joy. Every time I'm happy, it seems like it's a problem to you. Nothing piss you off more than all my accomplishments do. I already know who's praying for me. It's my mom and pop. If heaven is real, I know it's that's helping Don a lot. My sister lost her husband. She wasn't married a year yet. I love her. I hope Paul's spirit hugs her when she hears that. I'm from the hood, so I've been taught I shouldn't fear death. But them teachers ain't been here yet. I wanna walk my daughter down the aisle, I probably cry while I give her to her husband or a bride. It ain't nothing I can hide, I give it all to y'all. It's kinda like my calling card. Life is like my author, huh? Lying just get awkward, huh? I don't even get these grades dyed by my barber, huh? I'm a heavy talker, huh? Get mad when I boss up, huh? Giants in the industry against me, I done fought them, huh? I ain't win, but I ain't lose, cause I'm still right here barking, huh? Black man, I'm proud of me. Black man, I'm proud of me. Stop telling me be humble when you won't say that as loud as me. Black woman, I'm proud of you. Hey, black girl, I'm proud of you. Say it with your chest, cause it's a flex on those that doubted you. Confidence is valuable. I learned that as I got older. Happiness is rarer than a pair of rare Octobers. Not in stock on Go or StockX. I want more, not less. You can't buy progress. It doesn't come processed. When you make it from scratch, it's easier to digest. I had to work it out cause my career didn't die yet. My light's more vibrant. I bought a ring to celebrate it. 3 million streams to felt guilty 3 seconds later. Can I get diamonds? Like I ain't put the time in. The blood, sweat, and tears, adrenaline, fear, finance. Will he drop the ball? Y'all so nervous. Like I don't average 0 turnovers. That captures my words quoted. I'm a GOAT. I ain't supposed to say it, yeah I know. But my real fans wanna hear me flex so they could boast. I dreamt about me flooding out my neck with all this gold. Count they gussing on my toes. Then I put that shit on hold. Knew I had to set some goals. Now my whole loop straight. Nigga, how could you hate? I live inside your mind without a mortgage or a roommate. I can smell the bullshit on your breath instead of toothpaste. I call you niggas too fake. I pull back the curtain just to let them see. It's a crime FanDuel won't let you dudes bet on me. I'm becoming a better me. To fill niggas with jealousy. The wolves smell joy. Nigga, what you think they smell on me? Huh?
Oh my God!
Season 3.
Jesus Christ.
Don Michael. Hey, C's, fuck him up real quick.
Devinwade, season 3. Devinwade Show. Devinwade Show. Season 3. Season 3. Now that's how you start the Devinwade Show.
Dev Nasty.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to an all-new episode and all-new season of the Devinwade Show. We are back. We're going to give ourselves a round of applause. And Don Michael. You know what I'm saying? You heard cutting up over there. You already see we got DJ Caesar in the building. Say what up to them, yo.
What up?
And of course, we got to do it, you know, the way that we always do it, to the left of me.
Y'all already know it's your girl, Walesca D, the fashionista, the fashion girl, the it girl, the everything girl, the girl that just show up and just look great all day, every day.
And now you got the woolly sweater on that y'all clown me about last
Listen, there was a different though. Yours was a crew neck. This is a cardigan. It was a different.
This one looks more like Bigfoot than mine.
No, yours was white. You was giving a
abominable
snowman.
His was white, but then remember he had the other one that was like green and tan. It was like a little, whatever.
It definitely is the same vibe though.
It is the same vibe, but I do it a little different. That's just what that is.
The fashionista just does it different.
Right. We coming to season 3 with some heavy shit this season. So get ready for all the looks. Get ready for all the everything. All the new a new everything.
Listen,
It's newness.
Even
It's
new,
newness.
even new faces brought to you by Tej Hanley. But we ain't gonna get
Yes.
into Tej Hanley right now because this dude over here, he glowing. Tej Hanley might have gave him a shape up and everything, but we got all the way to the left of me.
Listen, man, it's your boy is New P Porter. I got all new P's coming this season, man. It's still double P because it's still 2 P's in the mix. Like one of them is gonna be like polished Porter. I'm very polished at this point. I've been polishing everything up. And then polish is a play because I'm also from Polak, so I'm Polish P.
Oh my God.
Because I'm polished, Polish. Like, you know what I mean? I'm winging that like that. And like my man Dev said, listen, Tej Hanley, like, just really got me out here glowing like something different. Like, and the ladies, they ain't trying to figure it out. Like, what's going on? They keep asking me, like, what's in the food I'm eating, in the drinks. I'm just trying to tell them, like, look, Tej Hanley, we gonna tell y'all how we got this.
Yeah,
glow.
we gonna let y'all know about that. But of course, we have in the building our nasty girls. So one, this was a request. I got bullied. I want to make sure that y'all know that we have the head nasty girl in the building.
You always what? First of all, I've always been the head nasty girl. I'm the original OG. Sit down, mix them up with the big butt. It's your girl Sin City and the place to be, keeping it the head of the nastiness.
and of course, that just walked out of the room. We have the mixed mutt with the big butt.
What's up, guys? It's your favorite mulatto, Monica.
Get your butt over there. Come sit next to me.
I don't know about y'all, but I smell a mud wrestling match coming between the
I
mixed
think
mud.
Baby oil.
We would be able to sell. You think we could sell that seeds? You think
Absolutely.
we could
I think so.
sell? Yeah. What y'all would let us know in the comments if y'all want to see
Baby oil
all
match.
new baby oil because she
Something
changed
like
it. She changed
Wally
it from
had
mud.
on her timeline on her IG.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
We're
hold
not
on,
gonna.
hold on.
We're not.
Hold up. Oh, what is
We
going
were
on?
scrolling
No,
through Wally's Explore page.
We were looking at Explore pages and seeing what populates on Explore pages. Remember, Dev, when yours
Oh, and yours was recent?
yours was a lot of big titties.
No, it wasn't. They lying. They lying on me.
Breastfeeding.
It was breastfeeding. It was
That was
breastfeeding.
Slice Maximus.
Niggas got weird
Dev,
fetishes.
it
They
was
like,
you. But for me, for some odd reason, it was a lot of women wrestling like with oil. It was just weird. I don't know how I might have clicked on or liked something before. That is just my algorithm in that Explore page
Yeah.
area.
Your
I knew
algorithm.
that you like to look at baby oil
Well,
bitches.
I don't like to look at that.
Yeah.
You know, well, hopefully we could host something like that. You know.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
that'd
gonna
be
put
a
it.
good time.
We're gonna put it together. Nasty Girls wrestling, WrestleMania.
heavy. You know what I'm
That's live.
saying?
That's
Yes,
live.
heavy.
Pretzelmania. Was you in it, boy?
No, I'm going to watch. I'm expecting. No matter of fact, you know what? I'll be a special guest referee.
We trying to know what that pretzel pee be
I'll be a
like.
special guest referee. I make sure they don't cheat. They don't get too violent. You know, Monica a little bigger than Sin. I'll find a way to keep it even. You know what I'm saying?
But the referees on wrestling never even really cared that they cheated. Like niggas used to cheat, they wouldn't do nothing. They see you hitting them with the chair, they just tell you to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they was hard.
The ring boy.
Oh, they want you to be the ring boy.
Ring boy. So they saying you gonna have to walk around in the thong.
No, I'm definitely gray
see
sweats.
that. Wait.
I definitely see myself gray sweats.
No
if
shirt?
if I'm a ring boy, all ladies.
Because
First of all,
the
this is
rings
a
around the
monument, so it's
boner.
all ladies in the building.
Yeah, that's
we
a
need
fact.
majority ladies in the building, right?
That's heavy.
And it would probably just be like a gray sweat vibe. You know what I mean? Maybe some white forces. Maybe with the wife beating the nice
Nah,
tee.
you can't do the white beater. You got to do no shirt. You got to make
Okay.
sure you show the six pack. You know what I'm saying?
we
You got
got
the
one.
six-pack?
We got one.
We got those.
Or if you
got
have
those.
to like you
We
have
got
to
the
rip it off
six-pack.
for dramatic
Those.
effect.
Come on,
You
man,
sure
we got
see?
those,
You got to
man.
make sure
Listen.
he.
What y'all got to go back to the Halloween episode? What's up? What y'all got to go back to the most recent Halloween episode? I had the
Should be
six pack
mostly
with
men
me.
in the
I want to
crowd
say that
watching?
shit was hard. The
I had-
Halloween joint was
Yeah,
hard.
and I had 2 6-packs with me that day.
He
One
did.
Budweiser, one Porterweiser.
Right. Whatever. Listen, y'all, we gonna get into the show. Hold
Yo,
on, first off.
I got a question before we get started.
All right, go
I
ahead.
got a question that I gotta ask the gang.
always
Right,
has a
right,
question.
nah, for real, right off the gate, because this was bugging me. Right,
Go ahead, Porter.
Here
All right,
we
so
go.
listen, I want to know if you dating somebody, right, and y'all out or whatever, y'all living together, whatever y'all doing, but does what they eat, what a person eats that you date, that you dealing with, can that be like a turn off to you?
Oh
Like
yeah.
a certain food or like a certain thing? Is that do you think that can be like a turn off for you? Somebody you dating?
Hold on. Sin said, yeah, immediately. What?
Yeah.
Explain.
Okay, so I have like a couple phobias. One of them is like, vomit. I can't be near it, see it, smell it. Another one is like potato salad and ketchup. I don't like the way they look and I don't like the way they smell. And like, you ever like, I don't know, I just think of like watching it smush in their mouth when they're eating it. And I don't like the yellow, like, I don't know.
You don't like ketchup either?
No.
My girl don't like ketchup.
What about no ketchup on fries, no ketchup on hot dogs, no ketchup on burgers?
I had an ex that would eat ketchup behind my back instead of in front of me because if I saw it, then like I wouldn't kiss him until he brushed his teeth. And like
weird.
Andrew now though is like, then I guess you're not kissing me. I'm eating this ketchup.
I don't care. That's right, Drew. That's right, Drew.
But I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think it's the food you eat in particular. I think it's just like your lifestyle of like how you eat.
I guess.
Explain.
I think for me it's more of like, you know, I don't want to see you just buying fast food all day. Like every time like I'm hanging with you, you come to the crib, you got McDonald's in your hands or Wendy's in your hands or Chick-fil-A or whatever, and then we go to a nice restaurant, you know, and they might specialize in steak. You want to order chicken fingers and fries or something. Like it's just like,
so you don't like dudes that order like kid food?
It's
it's just like, is your palate not mature to and you know endure any other kind of food? Like what is going on here?
Well,
Listen,
only reason I asked and I brought this topic here, let me tell y'all how this came about, right?
Your homegirl's not eating.
And my situation was like a little opposite. You see how Wally said she ain't want, like, you know, she don't want somebody ordering the fast food a little bit. Well, this experience that I experienced that made me bring this to the table was this. I was out at Benihana by myself and I was on some healthy shit. Kind of like, you know, and I was really like on some like Beanie Siegel shit, like Beanie Man shit.
What?
Listen, I was there and I was on some healthy shit. I don't know why, but something just made me order like a whole like bean oriented. Everything had beans in it, right?
Okay.
So I think I ordered the bean soup to start with. I ordered like a bean burger. And then I think I had like a drink or something with it. And it was a shorty sitting like next to me. And she was like by herself. Eventually I noticed she was by herself. So after a while I'm sitting there, you know, I'm trying to spark a conversation. I think I was waiting on my bill. And I tried to spark a conversation with her. You know, she was cool. We got to kicking it. So when we started, I was asking her what she liked at the spot. And when she, you know, eventually she reversed the question, like, what are you eating? And I was like, it was kind of like, I felt kind of like awkward because I knew I did some real different shit and I was on some healthy shit.
Like I got a bean burger.
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm on some, I was like, I'm kind of like on some healthy shit right now. And I got like a whole bean vibe going on. And she was like, beans. Right. And I was like, yeah, like I ate the bean soup. I got the bean burger coming. And she kind of like scooted back like this nigga about to shit on himself.
Yeah, did I?
Like it was like
beans make you gassy 100%.
Right.
OD.
And I just felt like for a moment I felt like, damn, did I turn her off? Yes. Like when I told her like kind of like,
you know what she's thinking about what the beans could essentially do to your stomach.
She's thinking about your digestion.
So she's just like, okay, if we hang out, he gonna be farting all day or he gonna be gassy all day. I mean, I'm assuming, I don't know. Not that I would think that if I was with him.
I mean, I would think it.
I wouldn't think. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, that's too picky. People tripping. Listen, if you take like weight gainer and a lot of that supplement type shit, that shit make you fart too. So they want all these dieseled people that's drinking all of these supplements.
Right.
That give you the worst farts in the world. So diesel niggas fart.
No, I'd rather not know about it.
But what made you get a bean burger? Like, what's healthy about the bean burger? You didn't want beef?
No, I was just trying it. I do be trying to like lay off of the meat sometimes. Pause. I do be trying to lay off of the meat sometimes. Pause again because it sounds crazy. Even when I repeated it again, it sounds crazy again. But C's hate pause.
You shouldn't be going to Benihana to eat healthier. Anyway.
Right.
It's crazy that you say that because that's what she said. She was cool about it. I was just on some like experimenting and wanting to stay healthy. I think I had tried the beans before, and I think I had a small cup of it. So this time I was like, did it again, and then I wanted to try the bean burger. But shorty, she was cool. She wasn't like tripping. At first, she was like making the face. She curled up like about the bean shit because she was just, and she went into kind of like the same spill, Monica. She was eating. You're
at Benihana's. You're gonna go for what they normally go.
But what about stuff
did
like
you get
this?
her number?
No,
All right,
No.
so he
but
blames
we
it
did.
on-
But we did exchange Instagram.
It don't count. It don't count.
counts.
He got the beans fucked him up. But just the thing, I could understand if it was a situation where like there's a lot of Muslims in Philadelphia.
Right.
So I could see a man being turned off if a woman eats pork or vice versa,
Right,
or
right.
something like to that extent. But picking out something on something like that, I just don't see it. Would have to be something based on like pork or like
But,
Porter.
like-
Like Porter, you Muslim.
Right.
Does it bother you if you date a woman that eats pork? Because I know pork is heavy.
Yes.
In Hispanic.
Hell yeah.
food.
OG,
Yes.
nigga.
It-
roast the pork.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It kind of like does. I never really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the last female I dealt with ate pork. I don't really recall, but kind of like it's because it's kind of like the same shit when I think about. To be honest, when I think about if a woman just giving multiple like massive head.
All right.
So,
I'm
That's
like,
not
hold on,
the
wait.
same.
no, I'm,
So
no,
you-
no,
that's
I'm
not
just,
the
no,
same.
but listen to what I'm
Dad,
saying. Listen
really?
to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If she eat pork, right, which I think is a foul animal, this is why I brought that comparison up.
Okay.
If she eating pork, which I think is one of the foulest animals, right? She got this pork all in her mouth, right? And then I gotta like kiss her and like kind of like in exchange with that, that's where a light, nothing crazy, Wally, but a light issue lies. So it's the same thing if I know you like a head monster, like you Eddie Murphy. Like, it's like,
See, I think we got a problem right here with
Eddie
Tons.
Pentagram.
That's a wild nigga.
I mean, he's comparing
head
eating pork
honcho.
with head.
with head. I feel like, so when she gives you head, do you think about the whole pork situation when she giving you head?
it's me. It's me. Why would I think it's foul when I know I'm cleansy? I'm the next thing closest to God.
You always
Like,
say that.
Because,
You know what,
because I
Dad?
live it. I live it.
You know what it is?
I
Dad?
live it.
This is the issue, and don't go to a place where you're trying to be healthy or trying to go in a different route, right? Like being a vegan or something. I'm not going to Wendy's and eat their vegan option. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And I understand what the girl was saying. Like, if you come in here, why are you trying to be all like, bro, just eat the
I
vegetable,
gotta
go
tell
somewhere
you
else.
something
That's
about.
exactly
I
what she
gotta
was
tell
saying,
y'all
though.
something important that just happened to me right now on camera.
What happened?
I almost made that relapse. No big deal.
No, she literally. I tasted it. I drank it.
You drink
Monica
it?
fucked up my streak of no soda for years.
Wow.
Monica
I
just.
didn't even make it.
Yo.
Sid made it.
It
You
wasn't
about-
even real soda. It was ginger ale.
Ginger
You about
ale
to
soda.
get mad
I
bumps.
thought you.
No.
Damn.
Ginger ale.
I'm on camera on the show. I got
Richie-
done
Richie
dirty,
put
y'all.
the order in for all y'all. Richie said we all having this.
Crown and creme.
We did say that.
I meant to say,
We all had
did.
it.
I meant to say,
Damn,
except for
Dad.
Bumpy Johnson.
Good nigga Bumpy J out here, kid.
Except for Bumpy
Let's
Johnson.
cheers, guys.
The nigga
No,
who take a
cheers,
sip
you
of
heard?
Cheers, cheers,
Season
cheers.
three.
Season three.
New
Yo,
season.
Yo, we gotta get it. We gonna get into the real
And
shit,
shout
right?
shout to the supporters, man. New season, we back, man. We back for y'all. Give yourselves a round of applause and a pat on the back, man.
Yeah. Put right
I feel
clap,
so bad.
right clap inside of the chat or whatever.
Hey yo, but before you move on, just shout to Shorty, man, because she was
Oh,
eating
my
and she
gosh.
did say some wise shit. Like, nah, when I'm out, she was like, I'll do healthy shit at home, but when I'm out, I like to enjoy
He's
where
still
I'm going.
shooting his shot.
Right.
All right, check this out, y'all. Check this out, y'all. I'm gonna try to paint this picture for y'all.
Very
we
clear.
doing this right here. This is our joint that we gonna stay with. You know what I'm saying? It's the here we go, yo. What's up? What's the scenario?
Man, you fucked it up. I wanted to
did.
sing with you.
Yeah, but I fucked it up.
You didn't do here we go 2 times. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
So what's the scenario?
All right, so
Here we-
so here we go. The scenario. My bad. I'm not Busta Rhymes. I apologize. I apologize.
He
Bus.
more like Duster. Then it's dirty.
It is foul.
So look, y'all. So check this out. Dead serious. Something just happens, right?
What happened? Go ahead.
A driver is driving recklessly through a neighborhood, ends up striking a child and killing him. The child is your child. This man goes to prison. He is now released from prison. You know, let's say they gave him a year and a day, whatever the case may be. He's released from prison. Obviously, you have a certain contempt for this person.
Super anger, yeah.
But then there's a situation that happens where there's a robbery in a store, a violent robbery where some people were shot, and this man happened to be in the store, and he saves a lady in the store, and that lady is your mother. Can you forgive the man that accidentally drove into your son on some drunk driving shit and killed him after he saves your mom literally on purpose? He doesn't know it's your mom. He just does a heroic act. Yeah. He saves your mom and other people. How do y'all feel about that? Would you be able to?
I would definitely be able to forgive. I would have probably forgave them, even if they would not have did that.
Okay.
Just because, like, granted, I probably would. It would probably take me a little bit to forgive, but like I know it wasn't like a purposeful, act. It was more of like a mistake, and he was drunk, being irresponsible. But I think him saving my mother in that situation would actually make it even more like, damn, like I forgave you, and then damn, you're doing this too. Like, that's amazing. Like, I honestly, I would have probably forgiven him before that, but that would have actually just, really, what's the word? Like, what was it?
The icing on the cake for you.
Exactly. For the situation.
For me, I ain't gonna hold you. It's not really like that easy for me.
But you're a God-fearing man, right?
Yeah. I'm a God-fearing man, but I'm a father too.
No, but right. But what does the Quran say?
The Quran says a lot.
Right.
The Bible say a lot.
It does.
But
listen,
I'm saying in regards to forgiveness.
No, for sure. All the books talk about forgiveness.
Yeah.
All the books talk about a lot of beautiful things that if we did, it'd be a beautiful world. But we don't do them.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
So we got to deal with the truth here. We got to deal with reality. And I'm a father more than a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, I'm talking about, like, people probably don't know, like, how much, like, I really take pride in being a father, how much I love my kids.
Nah, you do.
My sons, and also my nieces, my nephews, and the other children in my family. But like my children, my sons, like in a situation like that, especially like I know you was like Dev said, some drunk driving, vehicular homicide shit, which happens. Yeah. Things like that happen, and guys really do like get a year, 2 years, and a motherfucker be back out, right? My son is never coming back. So me personally, I don't know if I see forgiveness in the picture, like prior to like the mom situation, my mom being in this store that he saves her. At this point, and again, listen carefully when I'm speaking, I don't see forgiveness prior to this situation with my mom.
Right.
Now, after this situation with my mom, he saved some shit. My mom's still alive. He's still alive. He did some cool shit. He didn't even know it was my mom, so he was just being a good guy.
Right.
I mean, I guess he's sober now.
Right. I mean, I feel what you.
No.
What if he was drunk and saved her?
I think
that's crazy.
What if he was drunk?
If he was drunk and saved her, then again, still okay, cool, okay, but you still getting drunk. That's a concern.
Yeah.
After you kill somebody drunk.
Right.
So I would say I'd still put it in God's hands. I let God deal with it. And what I mean by that, though, is that if the courts is sending him to jail, he's still going to jail. Like, if there was something I could do to probably change that, I probably wouldn't. What I probably would do, since he saved my mom in the robbery, though, let's say, they give rewards for stuff like that.
Right.
I'd probably put the reward on his books. I'd probably put some money on his commissary when he go to jail for killing my son.
But why would he go to jail for killing your son?
He already went.
He's already out.
Oh, that's right. He did. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So
Rich creates his own stories.
No. Because in my head, you know why I said that?
Bail.
No, but you know why?
He came home on bail.
Yeah, but you know why? And you know why I said that?
Yeah.
Because in my head, deep down in my head somewhere, I can't see him getting over on killing my son so easily.
Right.
I can't, even though he did a year. I'm still looking for punishment.
Yeah.
In my head.
Right.
Nah,
But
if I could just jump in and answer the question. I only have one son, Devinwade, and everybody in the room. He's dear heart to me. I only wanted one kid.
Right.
So if you kill my one kid and you do your year and a day or whatever, I'm only seeing revenge. So before you even get to save my mom, I'm already at you as soon as you come out because I'm already plotting on getting some type of revenge because, yes, I can make another son or I can make another kid, but it's not guaranteed to be a son, and I'm not one of those going to keep shooting until I get what I wanted. I already got what I wanted. You just took it. You already
fuck the daughters.
You already took away my world.
Right.
So I'm just seeing red.
Now, so you wouldn't consider, because I'm pretty sure this is something that's common. This happens all the time.
Of course.
That there could be people that's watching or that know people, obviously. It doesn't hold any weight that this was something that was completely like an accident. Like, because when you go through this and you in that courtroom, you might have saw that the dude looks like he's distraught over what he did.
Right.
Because, like, for people that don't know, I don't drive. I am afraid to drive for that exact reason.
Okay.
So I'm talking about sober. I'm just afraid to be a person that ends up killing somebody or something like that. So I know how that would feel on me if that happened. So if that person did that and you saw that they were more than remorseful, they were damn near suicidal, would you still look at it like, because revenge is normally for something that was done to you with a wreck, like I got to get back at you.
Right.
Would it weigh any different for you?
Dev, I'm heartbroken. So I'm not even thinking right. I'm never getting my son back.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking correctly. I'm seeing that you're sorry and you're crying and all of that. Dog, you took my life away. That's my only son. Bro.
Oftentimes, a lot of times when people are released from prison on stuff like that, the people don't even know.
Yeah.
So like you walk in a store
And
or
you see
something, and
him.
you like, yo,
Yeah.
he's home. So in a situation where you didn't know he was home, and it did get to happen where he saved your mom, what do?
I'm still tight at the nigga, son. Nah, I'm still tight.
But I did want to ask that, C's. I wanted to ask you that same
man.
question because I know the relationship you got with your mom too.
I love my mom.
So,
You know how we get
so
down?
this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, if you don't get at him, right? You don't get to find this guy.
And I'm not even that type of dude, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no
I get it.
thug nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this your son we talking about. But listen, you don't get at him,
Right.
and he does make it to a supermarket where that situation happens with your mother,
Right.
and your mother says that guy saved my life. That guy, and it's crazy, and you like, Mom, but this the same guy
that killed my
that
son.
did this, and your
Killed
mom
your
like,
grandson.
and your
Right.
mom like, just I get it, but he just saved my life, Caesar too.
Then if my mom's giving him a pass because she lived, then I'm gonna give him a pass.
Well, you wouldn't try to negotiate like, Mom, can I get at him like with a fair one, like a boxer? Like you could be like, get at him, get at him.
I might not have to. I might not, because like I said, I ain't no killer or no shit like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But there's something gotta give.
I
like,
can see
something gotta give.
I can see C's telling his mom like, no, mami, yo le voy a meter una puñalada nada más. Más que
Dos
una.
o tres.
Dos o tres puñaladas ahí mismito.
Duro en
Ya
su
se
cabeza.
acabó
Yo, for
ahí.
real. Like,
Yeah.
I love when people talk Spanish.
Yeah, it's like, no, Monica, listen, Monica came back.
Yes.
Listen, Monica came back from Puerto Rico.
Puerto
And all of
Rico.
a sudden,
Puerto
as soon
Rico
as
love.
niggas start speaking Spanish,
Tengo Minko love.
she starts sounding like Walesca D, the Splash Water Kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
I'm rice and beaned out. That's all I'll say.
Look,
Breakfast
everybody,
beans, lunch beans, dinner beans,
look,
dessert.
everybody
beans.
was on their beanie vibes.
No,
Man.
everybody.
Beans could be a lot. Like the other day, shout out to my girl Sophie. We went to a vegan spot.
We really going back to beans and we in the middle of talking
I'm
about
sorry. I just
life
want
and
to
death?
really quick.
What the fuck?
Beans
Puerto Ricans, man.
I
really,
love this shit.
beans really make me get like it's just not.
Hey, Dev.
It's not it for me.
You don't like beans?
Would it have been?
No, I love beans.
I want to ask y'all, would it have been corny if when I was Gary leave, the girl at Benihana's, I would have been like, yo, I'm leaving now, and I call that bean dip.
Yo, shut the fuck
You
up.
call that bean dip.
Yo, he said, that's a dad
get
joke.
back to
Yo,
it.
Out of pocket.
yeah, that's a dad joke, a poppy joke. Anyway, Monica, what's your take on it? What you rolling with, Monica? Jesus
I'm
Christ.
thinking about the coincidence. Why? What are the odds that my mom is saved by? I don't like that.
Hoods are small, and a lot of coincidences.
Real shit.
My whole life is a coincidence. If you want to count Camden,
Yeah.
like the way everybody's stories overlap is kind of
Because
like
you
a
got to
movie.
think about it. Like this happened in your neighborhood, on your block. This person lived on your block
That's
for
probably why they
years,
probably
The
right?
drug-
suburbs. I cannot relate to this.
Oh my bad.
What no? Okay, but
But
just
what would you do?
hypothetically,
Yes, please. Would you be able to forgive?
That's tough, son. Damn.
It
So
is.
we really
It
gonna sit
is.
here with silence on the
That's tough, son.
No,
You can't forgive.
No.
That's my seed.
no.
Yeah, that's my
I don't
man.
think
It was
You gotta talk in the
reckless.
microphone.
It was. Oh.
I don't think
Y'all could
that.
kiss or something, and that's what it looked like.
I don't think
I'm trying to
that.
get ratings.
I don't think
Do it
that
all.
I'd be able to forgive, but I would be able to say thank you and move on. I wouldn't be
I'm
able
not
to.
saying thank you.
No,
I ain't either.
I think
mean,
it just so happens. Like, I think it's just like
I would be able to say thank you and move on. That's my mom's. She's the one that brought me into this world. So
she
that's
brought you into the world. You adopted.
No, my
No,
mom.
she
me.
brought her in this world.
Shut
Meaning
up.
said
She used the wrong term.
Anyway,
Just corrected her,
anywho, no, I can't get over the death of my child. Yeah, move. I can't get over the death of my child, but I can be thankful for my mom to still be here to tell her story. And
Right.
I would say thank you because of my mother's graciousness, not because of my own. And then, you know,
I agree.
But let me ask y'all this, like, not forgiving a person. And I'm not saying, I always tell people, like, for me, the reason why my dad got murdered was because of my uncle, right? But I know, like, it's going to take me some time to forgive, right? I don't want to live my life with that
Weighing on you.
weighing on me, like, oh, I'm not forgiving this person.
Forgive for you.
Forgiving is for yourself, for real. It is.
Exactly. So, like, at some point, and maybe for others, maybe not at any point, at some point, I'm going to have to forgive.
But I can forgive accidents. I can't forget. It's harder for me to forgive choices.
That's why
You
he
chose
that's
to drive
why,
drunk. If you accidentally hit my kid, that's a different story.
well, he did accidentally
So
hit
hold
your
on,
kid,
hold
but
on,
he
hold
did
on.
make the
no,
choice.
but you were under the influence. If you were never under the influence, that accident would have never happened.
So hold on,
because
hold
you
on.
had a
This
clearer
is
mindset.
important to say. To choose to drive drunk, isn't the point that you were drunk, and that so when you went to drive, are you really making a choice? You don't understand what I'm saying?
Like your choices are hindered
choices
by the
are already
alcohol.
hindered. Your
Right.
choices are already hindered. It's the reason why you said something mean, or you punched somebody you wasn't supposed
Right.
to, or you didn't mean to trip and stumble down the street either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Responsible.
And a lot of times when we talk about forgiveness, right? In a lot of situations, especially situations we've seen in the past, when we've seen families in court for their family that something was done to them, right? And families forgive somebody, it's because accountability was taken, consequences was put in place,
Yeah.
repercussions happened, and this is what helped people be able to forgive. Again, I go back to, because it's real life. In real life, people catch vehicular homicides. And guess what? If you have a certain color, you may really, and I got to say that because it's the real deal, right? So one man might get 12 years for something like that, 15. Another person might get 2 in probation. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if the proper consequences and the proper repercussion didn't happen, it's going to be difficult for me to
Right.
forgive. I still feel like
Agreed.
there needs to be the proper consequence
Agreed.
and punishment, and then maybe we can forgive, even if it needs to come from me. If the courts failed to punish this person properly for taking my child, then maybe I need to punish him.
Right.
And then maybe then we could forgive him.
Right.
So with me, that's actually a very difficult question for me in something like that happening. But what would make it more difficult is, what if your mother wanted a relationship with that person? Because if your mom, especially if you got a mom that's like heavier in church and real
Yeah.
forgiveness, and she really wants to make, she knows that something is weighing, she knows that something is weighing on that person.
Yeah.
So she's coming to them saying, I forgive you for your accidental part, because they don't even want to say killing, your accidental part in what happened to my grandbaby.
Correct.
And then I also want to thank you for what you did for me and others. And now she's like, a lot of people might not be talking to you right now. A lot of people might not want to eat dinner with you right now, but you are welcome to my house. I want you to come over to my house and eat dinner, and whatever the case may be. And there's people that are really forgiving in that way. What would it be like in that scenario for y'all, if it's also a thing where the mom is like, I need you to more than forgive. This person is like in our life at this point, somewhat. How would that change or swing anything? Or would it just be like, well, no, I'm just resisting that shit?
For me,
That's super selfish.
For me, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, right? For me, it would still go back to like the individual, right? it will still go back to him and where he's at, kind of like, because I feel like if I don't feel like this person, let's say my mom is the one who initiating all this forgiveness and all this stuff, because like Dad said, in the religion that she follows and in all her belief and stuff that she with, we supposed to forgive him, we could help him, he going through things, he got demons, all this other shit, right? That's my mom shit, right? And I just feel like if the dude still though, like, don't come off to me, like he's remorseful, like Dev said, like he's really like, and not only that, but I'm still also looking for like the proper punishment too and consequences. If there's no consequences and my mom still with all just forgiving this guy because of whatever she believes in and all that, I ain't gonna hold you. I might not be with it. And another reason why I said I go back to the individual is because a lot of people, listen, let me tell you something. When you got an older parent, right? And they in an older tradition and older ways and things like that, right? You got a lot of people that, let's say this nigga really not remorseful and you feel it. You like, man, this nigga still come off like a killer to me. Like he about to kill somebody else. And he could be getting over on your mother. He could get over on your mother because your mother doing this religious stuff. Your mother has a whole faith and belief, something different.
Yeah, right.
He not really of that.
And Porter, we just know from growing up, a lot of my friends finesse my mom where she's like, now that's a really good guy you hanging out with there. And it's like, Mom, that nigga shoots niggas.
Hell yeah.
That's like a fact, like, no, but come to my house and be like, hey, Miss Debbie, how are you? I mean, the most polite nigga in the world.
And that nigga's a stone cold killer.
No bullshit. I've argued with my mom over certain people. Word is born in real life. I've argued with my mom over certain people because my mom didn't know him how I knew him.
Right.
And my mom didn't know him how I knew him. She saw nothing but the good in them because guess what? When they appeared around my mom at the times they did, they showed nothing but the good.
Right.
But to me, I seen different sides from people. So at the end of the day, I had to say, Mom, we ain't going with what you think. We ain't going with your decision. I'm moving on this.
Yep.
I know what's up.
Yep.
I'm more aware than you aware. I'm more around this shit than you around this shit. Like, and it's a new day.
Yep.
All that old tradition shit, all the old beliefs and old ways don't fly all the time. I had to argue with my mom and say, yo, they not for me. They not for me. And if you for them, it's almost gonna feel like you not for me. I'm telling you what it is and where I stand with them niggas.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you where I stand. You know what's not with me and not for me? Dirt on my face. Guess what? Dirt is not with me. Because that's why I'm using Tej Hanley.
That's right.
Listen, this episode of Devinwade Show is brought to you by Tej Hanley. And this is the thing. Our faces must have been dirty. We must have had some dirty
It's not dirty. They were just dry.
Our faces was dry and dirty last season. So then Wally was like, y'all got dirty faces.
Right.
And I was like, how's our faces dirty? Like, my face clean. And she was like, no, it's not. You ain't using Tej Hanley. And I was like, I don't need to use that.
Yes, you do.
That's how you got the Dusty Dev, like,
Dusty Dev.
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
Yeah, because she was trying to say that.
They was calling me Dustin Hoffman, Dustin Timberlake. You know what I'm saying? Just everything, man.
Who's doing you dirty?
Yeah. So now I got the Tej Hanley. You know what I'm saying? So the dope part about the Tej Hanley for me is I do use the different face scrubs and all of that, but the face scrubs that I was using had that alcohol-y type thing to it. So it's like the trick where your face feel all airy, but
dry.
You know what it was? You know what it was? A lot of them other skin creams and skin cares out there, they try to put everything in one. Right. And a lot of that stuff really like eats up at the original minerals and nutrients that your skin contains. So listen, what Tej Hanley did, is they came with the package where they actually got like the daily face wash. They got the face rub. 2. They got the cream for your eyes. 3. Right? And then listen, ever since Wally put us on to this amazing cream, I've been using the moisturizer, right? AM to the PM. And now I can't get them out my DM. Like, listen. No. Listen. I went from.
What you went from?
I went from.
What?
Bags under my eyes. To money bags in my closet. Because when you glow like this, you go. When you glow, you go. I'm telling you, listen. Tej Hanley, They got the package. It come with it. Listen, they send it to you with a thank you card. The thank you card is actually not only a thank you card, but it's a guide.
That's the crazy part. Is
Come
basically
on,
it
come
comes
on.
with instructions.
Come
You know what I'm
on,
saying?
come
So that's
on.
the crazy part. And also, there's a number we're going to put it at the bottom of the screen.
Come on.
You can actually call Teach Hanley and talk to somebody and get your instructions on what to do with your particular skit. That's crazy.
Listen, there was a couple shorties that so-called used to say they couldn't stand me. Ever since Teach Hanley, they say I look more manly. Come on, dogs. Like,
it's Porter with the bars right
Yeah,
now.
and we were saying earlier too. We were saying earlier, it make your face look like a dream, so we can make your girl cream.
listen.
Yo, y'all got some of that for me? Y'all got some of that for me?
Yeah.
We got listen.
enough
Z,
to go around.
I need some of that, B.
Yeah,
I
that's
need
right.
some of that, B.
That's right.
Get some.
Hook boy up.
Hook the
You know
guard
what?
up.
The key
Yeah.
for men is just to make sure you cleanse your face daily,
right.
morning and night.
This is
Okay, don't use the same bar soap
nah, son.
that you
Because
use.
soap can get dirty too.
Can't do
right.
that.
Don't use the same bar soap that you clean your ass with to clean your face.
First
Nah.
off, there's people out there that we found out was actually washing their face with wash rags. That sounds
That's not
crazy.
yeah.
If you want to exfoliate, Teach Hanley has an exfoliator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
he
heavy.
tells you how to use it twice a week. You exfoliate.
Okay.
You cleanse every day, morning and night.
When
Teach Hanley.
listen, when to use which cream? When to use? You don't get no more in detail than that.
Listen.
Because y'all men need those instructions.
I thank y'all for putting me on, though.
Simplified
Yeah,
for
man,
y'all.
you better think us later when they in your DM.
I will,
Yeah,
bro.
But listen,
I thank you.
because they're sponsoring this joint, make sure that y'all click the link at the top of the description and you will receive 30% off your first box
30%.
plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing
make
deal.
out.
Yeah. Well, no, because
You will be making out after you get
You're gonna
this.
you have to stiff arm now. Make sure y'all don't listen. You can't hit women. Please learn how to dip and dodge them. Do not stiff arm a woman that's trying to jump on you because
right.
of this. Don't miss out on this deal and click the link and get started today. Now we're going to get into something else. You know what I'm saying? We're going to, wash the first part of the show away. And we're going to come back, wash your face,
Wash
y'all.
your face.
Wash your face.
Dirty nigga.
Now we want to talk about, we're going to leave that part out. Listen. So, we're going to talk about something, man. There's so many of these cases going on in the world. So many cases, right? Everything we see.
Right.
Rapper cases, drug cases, this person's RICO, all of this type of stuff.
Right.
But it's something that we talked about in one of the situations. I don't even want to name these rappers.
Right.
One rapper's locked up, another rapper participated in giving information in the courtroom. And some people were saying, well, look, what if Big Homie told him to do that? If Big Homie looking at it like, look, man, I'm the leader of this gang. I'm the king ready to fall on. I'm the king and a soldier. I'm ready to fall on my sword. I want y'all back out on the street. I know I'm cooked anyway. It don't matter to me whether they give me 50 or 100. It's all life.
Right.
Tell on me. Gives them permission to tell.
What?
Are the people still snitches? If the person look at it like, bro, I ain't got a shot in the world.
Right.
I need my emblem still out on the streets. I still need people out and about making this thing go, feeding my kids, doing all types of stuff. So I know they want me. The feds want me.
So I'm going to give them me.
So I'm telling y'all, take whatever deals y'all got to take.
Right.
But I'm giving y'all permission to.
Right.
This ain't that. It don't make no sense for us to all go.
Right.
Y'all go out to the streets.
I respect
I'm
him.
gonna go in is the people that take the deal still snitches.
And
Just say
just real quick, before we get into our answers and our spills, I just want to say to the people out there, as well as to the chat, again, this is another scenario. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? Because I know how people get, and people quick to try to make this something else. We not talking about no other situation out there.
Yeah, this is general because there's multiple things out
Exactly.
there. And I see a lot of these arguments and debates every day. But I'm saying on the case where
Right.
a person said, yeah, I know I'm cooked. I don't subscribe to everybody come get cooked with me.
Yeah.
I want some people out there because I know I'm cooked anyway.
I just want to say that, right? I want to talk about a case that kind of like makes sense to this question that you're asking, right? And I know two guys, two co. I'm gonna make it quick. I don't want everybody, I know they take long telling stories sometimes.
Oh my God.
Quick. Two co-defendants, my homies, right? Got caught robbing the feds. Crazy shit. They didn't know it was feds. Somebody put them on and somebody had work. Turned out to be the police. They went, gunpoint, got the cops. Every cops whip out badges. Yo, we cops. It go left. They get caught. They tried to run, drop guns, didn't get away, got caught. Now, one co-defendant is ready to take a plea. He knows he can't, he feels he cannot beat it. There's no way he's gonna beat it. There's another co-defendant who's a little bit more wilder. He a little bit on the more wild side.
He willing to take the risk, I guess.
Especially back then. He was willing to take the risk. He wanted to take it to trial, right? These two guys chose to do something different. The one guy didn't think they can beat it. He didn't want to get railroaded and get an extra 8 years.
Right.
He wanted to take 12 instead of 18 to 20, right? The other guy didn't care. He was ready to take it to trial. That's just him. He was with it. He thought somehow, some way, there was something that could be
Miracle was
done.
going to happen.
Right.
Right.
These guys go away. The guy loses trial. The other guy copped out. They both go away. I'm on the street. I've heard people talk about this case and say, Rich, I heard your homie kind of like told, right? And I won't even say no names, right? I heard your homie kind of like told because the other homie got that, right? And I remember when my man came home, I talked to him, and my man was telling me, he was like, Rich, that's why I don't talk to these guys, because a lot of them don't know what they talking about. They just speak from the hip, and they speak from what they think or from what they was told by somebody. Because 4 years later, after the first one came home, the second one came home, the one who took it to trial. And when the one who took it to trial came home, he said, I should have listened to this guy.
Because I would have already been home.
He said, I should have listened to this guy and I should have copped out. Because that was the proper thing to do. They had us red-handed. They had too much on us. I was wrong for going the distance, thinking that I could go the distance, right? So that's just one situation that proves that, yes, like in a certain, because I think about that situation being the same, where the bull wasn't telling his co-defendant to tell on him, but he was saying basically like, yo, we both caught. Yeah. Let's both take accountability for this shit and get the lesser time. You know what I'm saying? And they bumped into a fork in the road because dude ain't want to do that. The other dude wanted to go to trial. And that instant, and because my man copped out to it, right? Because the one copped out to it, a lot of people was insinuating that he told because they feel like it's hard for the other guy to go to trial when one person has already admitted to the crime and the charges.
Now, isn't this, but is there validity to that? Now, y'all already know how I feel about all this dumb shit, right? Y'all already know, so that's just a precursor, right? I'm just a nerd nigga that don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I mean,
isn't it truth to it would have been a better chance. I mean, number one, there was no chance.
Right.
That was the whole thing.
They were caught red-handed.
But there was a better chance if both guys are both saying, no, we're taking it to trial. In theory.
Right.
In theory. But the difference in this case is you rob the police. They are the witness. The witnesses are the feds. They actually are the ones involved in the deal. It's impossible.
Listen, this is why they tell you to do your dirt by yourself.
Right.
Because it's really about knowing your people that you're doing this dirt with and knowing the exact dirt, the extents of it, where it can go, the exact everything around it. You're supposed to know everything around it, you know, and yes, it's a valid for somebody to say, yes, it is valid to say, it does make sense to say, if one cop out, it kind of like already saying something for the other one that's going to trial. That is a true statement. I do feel like it does kind of like say something to it. But guess what? If I'm that person that's copping out and I'm telling you before you go to trial, like, yo, and you telling me like, yo, you copping out is gonna kind of make it look like we did it. And I'm sitting here telling you like, nigga, it looked like we did it. It looked like we did it all the way around the board.
They saw us.
They gonna pretzel us, nigga.
Right.
We getting 20. I'm trying to get to 10. Like, what is you doing? Like, that's where not knowing who you did crime with, not knowing your Cody properly,
Right.
not knowing crime properly. Because I've heard people say, we go to a situation, Dev, where we've heard people say, okay, if me and Dev in the car together, right? And I got, because this is one of the situations from one of these cases too, similar stuff. If me and Dev in the car together, right? And let's say I got my pistol in the car, right? But I ain't no licensed driver. I ain't legal, right? We get stopped, right? They find the pistol.
Okay.
Dev is really not saying nothing. He don't want to be like a snitch and say, yo, that's my man shit. But technically, right, he's kind of like doing right.
Right.
But technically, me, first and foremost, I was definitely supposed to let my man know I had a piece.
One.
Right? One.
That's one.
Two, I was definitely supposed to let my man know I'm not legal.
Two.
I'm not legal.
I'm not. You
Right?
super dirty.
Okay? And three, if at any point anything goes down, because I'm not legal changes it.
Yes.
If anything at any point, any traffic shit, any interference with the police, I'm wearing this.
Exactly.
I'm taking this.
So that's the most important.
This
the
my
most,
shit.
That's the most important thing.
Now, but real quick, before you go there, real quick, the only way that kind of like switches, right? The only way that kind of like switches is if you properly talk to your people. Like, let's say if you are legal, right? And you tell Dev, your homie, when you pick him up, yo, listen, I got the strap shit been cooking with, Blasey Blah and them, and I've been keeping my shit with me. I'm just letting you know, and I'm legal. So, you know what I mean? Don't worry about nothing. We get stopped, nigga. I'm legal. They can't touch us. They can't search us, nothing. So then it's kind of like a different story because if y'all get bagged and y'all get booked where the police decides to violate y'all rights anyway, and y'all get booked, it's kind of like your man feel like he know why you did what you did. He know why you ain't admitted because he know that y'all legal.
Right.
He know that they really violating your rights.
But what about a situation where your man lies and says that he's legal because he wants you to not be like, bro, you gotta get that joint out my car, right?
Yeah.
So now you get in, and I see you got a burner, bro. I ain't trying to ride around with no burner, bro. My joint legal. Oh, bet, fine, we good, cause you got a concealed carry joint. Yeah. So now we ride and you get pulled over. Now all of a sudden you kicking that joint underneath the
Now,
joint.
if he lied and he doing all that shit, he need Tej Hanley. He a dirtbag.
He a dirtbag.
He a dirtbag.
Wash your face.
We gonna send the nigga a pack.
Yeah.
Cause he's a dirtbag.
Nah, dead ass.
That's what happens with that, man. Listen,
it's a lot of that, bro. It's a lot of that going on. Like I said, I might have told y'all before when I was a young bull. I was riding with somebody that was a prominent person in my city, and they was actually yelling at me about smelling like weed, and I wasn't even smoking. They was just like, you around the wrong people, Dad. We get pulled over. Sure enough, at one of the lights, we get pulled over. We didn't get pulled over. I got yanked out the car on some super other shit, some FBI shit, and they ended up. I'm yelling, oh, we don't got nothing. Like I'm like, y'all tripping. And next thing you know, they like, what's this? And it's just this big ass joint of coke. And my man instantly was like, young boy ain't know nothing about this. I was young. He was like, young boy ain't know nothing about this. I ended up having to go to the Philly Roundhouse and shit at the time. Okay. And then after that, he ended up getting like a life sentence. Like, cause it was already an investigation.
Right.
So that's why they was but
monitoring
one of the things was the fact that from the beginning, from the rip, it was an instant thing of this ain't his. Right. Because it's like, this literally is a good kid that just, I told him like, bro, let me give you a ride to, you know what I'm saying, to work and shit. And next thing you know, you caught up in all of this stuff. Right. So the examples, some of the examples that I see people talking about, some of the mindsets for me, and I understand that I think differently than other people with some of this stuff. Some of this stuff to me doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
I don't think it's fair though. Like if a person, I feel like if my friend is saying like, listen, because it doesn't make sense if we all go down. If they really just want one of us, why let me just be the person that they gonna take, and y'all still do what you gonna do. Why would we want to all go down and you not saying that when you technically all they really wanted was me?
To be
So
honest,
I'm gonna let y'all, go live and do what y'all got to do. Y'all going.
Hold on, I got another question. I know this because I wanna shift it here because this isn't even what I thought we was gonna talk about, but that's like I said, I always tell y'all that's what I love about podcasting, right? Porter said something earlier. He said about when people are living in a criminal element, knowing the people that you're going to do crimes with.
Right.
yeah.
Once again, when I was a teenager, I was kind of like the good kid of the group, right? Only thing I liked to do was fight. My friends was doing other type shit. So there would be situations where they went and did stuff. It would be like somebody went and did a robbery or something like that, but somebody did something that they wasn't supposed to do on a robbery. And now dudes is arguing. And some of these crimes was like bad. Like I won't even say what it is. You could use your imagination, but it would be like, bro, like what point was that? We already had the money. We already had this. What the fuck you did that for?
It's the old Bishop story.
So basically in that situation, I want to know from people at home when they talk about, you do something together. Obviously y'all all eat it together. I don't have the criminal mentality, so I have to ask. And sometimes, as crazy as it is, that should be like watching Discovery Channel or something with a people that have a different tribal mindset of being like, explain to me how this makes sense, because we all from the same location if we talking tribe, but I don't understand the idea of you, Guy A and got Tim and John both say, yo, we wanna break into somebody's crib and steal their necklaces. You know what I'm saying? We not hurting nobody. We not doing none of that. They run in there, steal the necklaces, and then Tim just decides for no reason to rape and shoot the lady. Now y'all both are doing a crime of home invasion, raping and shooting a lady.
Escalated.
Now, in a situation where now y'all in trouble, is that person, how does that work? I'm literally asking, is he a snitch? Is he a snitch now? If you like, yeah, man, we robbed the crib, man. This nigga want fucking rape and shoot the lady. Like, how does that work?
He ratting. Yeah, he ratting because at the end of the day, it still goes back to not knowing who you doing shit with. Right. You doing shit with people where you didn't know this nigga could take it and go left. You a rat. It's just like for real.
He's a rat for telling. Hold on.
He's still a rat for telling that his boy killed the people, and he was there. You was there. You seen it. You know y'all came to rob her. You decided to do a robbery with a dummy, with a person who wasn't a good robber.
Do you think people ever really know truly what another person will do? I'm just asking as a question.
I think yes. I think if me and you go to do something, me and you highly intelligent.
Right.
Like, we talk a lot. Like, if me and you set out to do something and we say, Dev, I don't care what happens. These are the plans if that happens. We not doing that.
Yeah.
We not doing it.
But what about the plan? So, like, in an instance where the plan just literally doesn't work out that way and you don't have that option.
That's different. Then I would say that makes more sense. Like, if I'm trying to think it like a criminal, right? Then that would make more sense to be like, the plan deviated and the bull ended up having a knife, so I shot him. But when you're just saying that person just decided, like, bro, we already got her tied up, I'm trying to fuck. Like, now that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's different.
Like, that's a whole different thing. Now you arguing with the bull and he like, man, go in the car. I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, at the end of the day, now what do you do in one of those situations where you trying to run? Because if he jump in the car and leave bull there, I don't know if he a rat, but somebody gonna say how does that work?
Again, I'm gonna kind of like I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like use the whole little old juice situation, right? They went to go rob somebody.
Yeah.
They turned around. Raheem ain't like, and shout to J.R. Payne. Shout to J.R. Payne right now, because he doing the stories.
Man,
and he
his name is RJ
I mean,
Payne,
my
man.
bad. Paul himself.
I'm about
RJ
to say,
Payne.
who is that?
No, that's my guy.
Now that's dyslexia.
No.
That's dyslexia.
No. But shout out to the homie though, because he on fire right now. And I don't mean no disrespect,
Nah, I
but
know this.
he just painted like, cause that's his new thing. He been painting pictures with his raps about movies, and he just did one on Juice, and that's why it's fresh on my brain where I could think of that scene where they went out to go rob somebody. After they robbed somebody, Bishop shot somebody on the robbery.
Pointlessly.
Raheem was mad. That Bishop, that wasn't part of the plan. He stepped to Bishop. While you do that, he tried to get with Bishop. He shot Raheem, killed Raheem.
It's crazy.
Now,
To this day.
Omar, who is it? Omar Epps?
Yeah.
Omar Epps?
Yeah.
Omar Epps. He couldn't tell.
Nah.
He couldn't go to the police and say, yo, it was a rob. And matter of fact, I'm sure he wanted to tell because his homie just flipped out and not only killed somebody during the robbery,
He
but
killed
he
their
killed their
homie.
other homie.
So the other crime. So I'm asking these questions. So the other crime is like a separate incident in a sense. Like now you went and shot your man. You wasn't a part of that crime. He was just a person that killed. He was just a person that killed your boy. So that the crazy part about the Bishop John was the dude that they killed in this movie, because a lot of people looked up the Bishop. I didn't understand that growing up either. They robbed it. They knew the man because they went and shopped in his store every day.
day.
So the idea that he went and killed this dude for sport, because there was literally no reason.
None.
None. Like it was no reason. That was like a separate act in my head.
Yeah.
That's the things that I don't understand about these mentalities. It's like, dog, we came into something in the agreement. You broke the agreement first. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand why there isn't a disgusting thing put on. There's a disgusting thing put on the snitch part. I understand that.
Okay.
But why isn't there a disgusting thing on breaking the first joint where it's like, nigga, I ain't come there to rape little girls. If this nigga decide to molest a little girl while we there, we all supposed to just let it fly? Because as long as we was all supposed to be stealing their jewelry, we all was supposed to be child molesters too.
I tell you why. I tell you why.
nigga.
I tell you why. Because the rules are super wrong. The rules are super toxic. It's the same way that the murderer and the tough guy in the community who done caught bodies and give out heat and smoke shit, he get way more props than the motherfucker who actually never been to prison and started a new business.
Right.
And
He corny now.
doing real fly shit that's really like fly for the community and for like generations to come. And the rules have always been like
Glorified
backwards.
the stupid nigga.
They be back, but a lot of street rules, listen, a lot of street rules, to be honest, and this is me, the older me looking back in hindsight at a lot of shit that I was following and living. A lot of that shit was made by men. It was made by men. Men who was in that shit, and don't get me wrong, some of the rules was cool, but a lot of the rules was like in their favor. They favored these men, like
Absolutely.
you know, and these crews and these cliques. So of course they would try to run around and say these are the new street rules for everybody. No, this the bullshit you and your people on.
Right.
Don't put your rules on me and my people.
Right.
Cause me and my people is a totally different motherfucking thing. We don't operate like that. We don't move like that. So the rules been like sad, bro. And when it come to that type stuff, like, it's sad. People don't really know what telling be. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do believe in telling. I do believe that if you sign up for something, you know, you with something, and don't get me wrong, it could go nasty. It could go left.
Right.
That's like the situation we know where Bull wanted to lay in the bed with snakes, right? You knew you did. You knew they were snakes. You knew what type lifestyle these people come from. But you still decided to do it for a money plan, a money play, to get all this money, right? And then get what happens? You lay in bed with snakes, snakes may bite you. Then you roll over and you realize, oh, I done did this with snakes. And now you turn around and you forced to do snake shit too now.
Well, listen, y'all. Make sure that y'all stay out them streets, stay clean, like you wash your face with T.J. Hanley. We got the wheel out. We got the wheel out, and the wheel doesn't just have butts all over it anymore, guys. But you never know. You might still land on butts. So we're gonna get a spin on our wheel.
If it don't, listen.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yo,
You know what? Matter of fact, I do.
And all this season, if it don't land on butts.
Hold on. What did it land on? Hold on. You ready?
She stopped
They
it.
ain't
She
spinning
stopped
right.
it.
They ain't spinning right.
Come on. Let's finish.
If it don't land on butts, all the money go to me.
Yes.
It landed-
Okay. land on this one.
It landed on memory music. Does somebody have a memory music? This is what we'll explain it. Do you have a memory music?
I have a memory music. I'm gonna go back to Jeezy. His album, I forgot. I think the Inspiration. The intro just reminds me, just like back in the day, riding around in East Camden in the Grand Prix, and we should just blast that. It was just like I felt like I was just. I don't want to say that, but it just felt like you was like a hustler, like you in the car and you just in the Grand Prix riding around East, like.
It's crazy because
that album was just. It was nostalgia.
So that is your joint, but I'm gonna just share like that's your joint.
Yeah.
But I can remember me working a job at that time. I used to stack boxes, and somebody I was poor. Somebody stole a computer, and they had a computer, and they said, "Hey, I got a computer for cheap." And I was like, "Yeah, I want a laptop, and I'm too poor to buy one." So I bought the stolen laptop, and it came with all this music already on it. This is back when iPods was out. And Jeezy was one of the niggas on there.
Ooh.
I was like, I don't want to hear this nigga. I don't listen to a lot of these down south dudes unless it was like Wayne or something.
Yeah.
And then I got bored of the stuff I was listening to, and I listened to that joint, and I thought that I was lifting boxes of cocaine.
Yo,
They said
it makes you feel like that.
But they say his music is the king of that. They say his music will make a pastor feel like he busting a brick down.
For real.
But my memory music is Nas is like all the way back in like 1999. The crazy story happened. I was in problems with some people. My girl got kidnapped while I was looking for my girl, and all of this other shit was going on with these people. Nas is like was the song that I was walking to work on. So when everything happened, because I went and got my girl back and all of that type of shit, and I had to leave Jersey for like 2 years and was hiding.
Luckily you was listening to Nas because you did it on a positive note. If you'd have listened to Dirk, you wouldn't be here to go get your girl back. You had that Dirky oil, you would have got out there and just shook shit up.
Got the blicky out, son.
Yeah, but I mean, we had to get it was blickies out. But anyway, got her back, and that's why Nas is the theme song to that joint. And that's my memory music.
How I go real quick?
What? Nas is like, nah, yeah, that's how it went.
All right, I'm gonna go. My memory music. I'm gonna go R&B. Right. Shout to my man Nice. Shout to one of my aces, man.
Nice.
One of my ace in the holes. That's one of my best homies out there. Shout to my man Nice. And shout to the homies that used to come check us out. But this was a time when me and Nice was on the block. I had Nice on the block. He was, having his street tryout. He was trying out for the streets and shit. And Donnell Jones was like, we had some friends that used to come check us out at night or every night on the block, almost every night for like a summer straight. And Donnell Jones is what we played, the Where I Wanna Be album. I'm talking about every record. We would be out there from about 12 at night, because we was out there hugging, right? Hugging late night. We be out there 12 at night. They would pull up.
Hugging the Donnell.
We hugging because the ladies pull up.
Right.
The ladies was pulling up, and they was keeping us company the whole graveyard shit.
It's kind of crazy to still have a crack block bump in the motherfucker.
Yeah, man, listen, we ain't give up. It wasn't nobody saying nothing. We had that Donnell on 10. And it was heavy. Where I Wanna Be.
What's wild is that Donnell joint kind of goes into the story. Like, it's all around the same time. It was 99 going in. Yo, that was the playlist.
That was my joint. What's the songs on there? Have You Seen Her?
No. The joint, the ill joint was, oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh, well, fucking copyright strikes. Hey. I don't even give a fuck. Fuck it.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Listen.
A little bit.
No lie.
That was when Left Eye came on there and burnt that joint. And the ill joint for me was a 3:15 joint. That was the best joint on the project.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's a no skip.
I like how C's did that though.
Yeah. I'm here.
We gotta worry about the business. We don't know if we want the vibe, the business.
Fucking Donnell, you can get
YouTube, won't y'all work with some players, man?
I ain't put the words out. We only put this.
Listen, YouTube, the tube is for you. That's y'all for us. Y'all for the people.
Oh my God. Let's get another spin on this joint real quick. Let's get another spin.
I guess we just don't get one.
We spin the wheel. I was trying.
Mine is from Lion King. I just wanted to say that the In the Jungle one. In the jungle. Because I was
anyway. Mine's the entire Drake Take Care album. I feel like everybody can relate to that. I had a toxic ex-boyfriend who took my virginity, and I remember him picking me up in his car, and he was just listen.
We now know what year that.
He had just got his license. He picked me up in the car, and it was like shadoo do 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 shadoo do do. And I just remember like loving the crew, and I remember just being in my backyard looking at the stars, listening to the album, being so upset over him. But you know,
hey Drake,
it's in the past.
Hey Drake, you see what you did, right?
It's in the past.
You out here, you the reason these young ladies giving up that
No. That's not the time I gave it to him, but that's just the one who has that memory.
All right, what we got?
Why is this all
Work break.
There you go. They want the classic. There you go. Come on.
Oh, yo, Wildin'?
You got your money. You got money. You got money. You ain't on the broke show, nigga. You ain't on the broke show, nigga. Let's go. You on the broke show, nigga. Damn, checks.
She got the 10 keys.
Wally Cam.
One time for the Wally Cam.
Yo, Wally Cam. Listen, y'all. You see, we got the Wally Cam. You know how we coming? Oh, snap! I got money. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Get the work.
Man, y'all need Teach Hanley on these folks.
Porta Rich said the girls need Teach Hanley on their ass. I don't know if that would help their ass get moisturized, but it might make sense. But we don't know if you got the same skin on your ass that you got on your face. But this twerk break is brought to you by Teach Hanley. Everything is brought to you by Teach Hanley, and we appreciate y'all tuning in to season 3. For myself, for Walesca D, for the mixed mutt with the big butt. We out of here, y'all. Peace.